I think the main requirement for an entrepreneur is to be passionate and to be focused. I think part of the problem really is a lot of people, while they are passionate about the idea, they try and do too many things at the same time. Focus is what gets you the results, and when you combine passion with and focus with an amazing team, that's when magic happens. So I raised my first funding in 1999 when nobody knew what investors or VCs were. This was my first company called India Games. Since then, I have of course raised several rounds of capital, and I now raised funding for my last company, Goqii, which is in the whole wearable tech space. I think the key thing which I saw was investors are not just backing the idea, but investors are looking at the team, the execution capability, and the scale of the idea, and that is very exciting for me. I think in our case, it was not the first deal. It was, since we are a consumer product, it was identifying the gap and then creating the product for that. So we identified 1,000 users who became our beta users, and they were given Goqii with a coach. And that's what we tested and figured out what works. I think it is possibly never been a better time for you to start up. The entire ecosystem has matured. There are thousands of companies getting seed funded. There are many, many investors, many angels. So the ecosystem is evolving much faster than we thought, but that also makes it highly competitive. So just having an idea is not enough. You need to do a lot more work. You need to prove a lot more points before somebody takes you seriously. So all I can tell you is this is your time to shine, but at the same time, it's your time to perform and make the most of the startup ecosystem. So my company is called Goqii. Goqii is a startup where we combine a wearable device with a real fitness coach. It was a crazy idea because we said we are not going to sell hardware but give you a service. When we started thinking about the idea, people laughed at it and said this is not going to work. But it has not only worked, we now have thousands and thousands of users. We got some of the best investors to back us, and now we are helping disrupt the entire health and wellness space of India. So it's been a very exciting time. I think the wearable market is going to zoom. I think everybody is going to have some wearable device, whether a band, a watch, and a lot of data is going to be captured. And that's where Goqii comes in, where we take this data, analyze it for you, and tell you what to do.